Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear high school students, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Today we have another lesson, another grammar lesson, which will be on Unit 2 on page 22, which is titled by the difference between used to and be used to. I'm sure that you have studied used to before. But maybe using a be used to is new for you. So first of all, let's talk about used to. Again, I'm just reminding you, we can use used to if I want to express an action that happened habitually, regularly in the past, but stopped now. This is using used to. So I say, for example, I used to play tennis when I was 9. But now I play football. So when I say I used to play tennis when I was 9, even if I didn't complete the sentence saying that I play football now, you understand that I stopped this action. This action happened regularly, habitually in the past, but stopped now. This is using used to. Okay? I have two important rules here. The first one, used to is followed by the infinitive, the main form of the verb, the base form of the verb. I used to play. I used to go. She used to eat. Again, the base form of the verb, don't forget. Number two, if I want to make a negative form, I have to delete the ed, to put the verb in the main form. I talk about the verb use here. So I say, for example, I used to play tennis. If I want to make it negative, yes, I didn't use without D to play tennis. Okay, let's look at the first example here. He used to live in a mansion. Mansion is like a big house. He used to live in a mansion, but he lost all his money and now he lives in a small apartment. Now he lives in a small apartment. So let's look at used to here. Used to followed by live, the infinitive, the base form of the verb. No adding, no s, no ed, nothing at all. What about if I want to make it negative? This is very important, and please concentrate because this is one of the common mistakes. She did not use to. Did not use to. Look at the negative form here. When I add did or didn't, I have to delete D. I have to make the verb to the original, which is use, to the base form. What about be used to? First of all, what does be mean? 5 forms. It can be am, is, are, was, were in the past. So verb be in English means 5 forms. In the present we have 3 forms, am, is, are. In the past we have was or were. So what is the difference between using be used to and used to? We said that used to, an action that happened regularly, habitually in the past and stopped now. What about be used to? That means you are getting used to something. You are doing that all the time. You are becoming like a professional for that. So this is the meaning. What about the grammar form? No, be used to is not followed by the infinitive like used to. It is followed by even ing form, which we can call the gerund, or followed by a noun. Followed by a noun, like here. Look at this example. Some people think it's crazy that he works 7 days a week, but he is used to it. Look at here, look at the sentence here. He is used to. First of all, I have to decide this sentence is present or past. I talk about a habit here, so this is present. This is number 1. In the present form, he is followed by is. So I say he is, then we have used to, then we have here even a noun or a pronoun for like it here, or even a gerund, which is ing form. What about this sentence? Though she is a millionaire now, she is not used to. Look at this word, shopping. It's ing form, a gerund. So here be is, this is before, then used to, followed by ing form, shopping. Okay. What about the negative form? Remember that we said in the negative form regarding used to, I use didn't, and the main form use. But it's different here. If I use be used to, I only add not. Is used to, the negative is not used to. Are used to, in the past even, was used to, were used to, we only add not. He was not used to, they were not used to, and so on. And don't forget, be used to followed by even a noun, pronoun, or even a gerund, ing form. What about using would? Can I use would for repeated action, the same like used to? Yes, it's an important part. Look here, please. Would can be used to talk about an action that happened regularly in the past. Used this way, would means the same thing as used to. In this situation, if I use would to express an action that happened repeatedly, regularly, it has the same meaning like used to. Look at the example. When I was a child, I would dream of being a millionaire. In this sentence, there is no difference between using would or using used to. They are the same meaning. And even the same grammar rule, because used to followed by the infinitive, used to followed by the infinitive, and the would followed by the infinitive, the same. What about the difference? I mean, still we have a difference between using would and used to, which is only used to, not would, can be used to talk about a situation that was true. I don't talk about a habit here. No habitual action. No, I talk about a situation which is true. Again, not a repeated or a regular action. Like here, he used to live at home until he got a job. This is like talking about a fact, a situation in the past. I'm not talking about a repeated action here. So in this case, I can't say he would live. No, it will be incorrect. It will be with a different meaning. This will be wrong. So the answer here, or the correct answer here, is used to live. Okay? The last thing for today, before we have the exercise, is using was, were, going to in the future. This is very simple. Just imagine I'm telling you now, tomorrow I'm going to play basketball. Listen again. Tomorrow I'm going to play basketball. This is future form. I talk about an action that will happen in the future. What about after 1 week? If I want to say the same sentence again, now I have to change this future form into past, because after 1 week, this future will be past. So instead of using I am going, I have to say I was going. So simply, if you talk about the future in the past, I have to replace verb to be from present into past. Another usage is when I talk about something that I intended, I wanted to do, but I didn't. Like I said, for example, I was going to get the full mark, but I slept. I didn't go to the exam. I mean, I was ready for the exam, and I was going to get the full mark, but I didn't because I didn't go. Now this situation is totally in the past. But once I say that at the beginning, it was in the future. Again, if I say now again, I'm going to meet Ali tomorrow. I'm going to meet Ali tomorrow. After 1 week, somebody is asking me, did you meet Ali? I said, no, I was going to meet him, but he didn't come. I was going to meet him, but he didn't come. This is simply using of was or were going to. They are followed by the base form. Don't forget, you talk about a prediction for the future made in the past. It became past now. Or a past plan that was not carried out. It didn't happen. I knew that company was going to be a great success. I knew it was going to be a great success. He was going to spend the money. So what happened? He was going to spend the money. So what happened? But he decided to invest in the stock market instead. Okay, so again, this is talking about a plan in the past, but from or by using was or were going to. Okay, let's try to answer something about that, about using was or were going to. Yes. Look at the example here. We are going to answer number 1 and number 2. The rest will be your homework. The first one, he said, but we were too tired. How can I start a sentence like that? Like the example here. I was going to take the first job I was offered, but then I found a better one. But we were too tired. I can say, for example, we were going to play football. We were going to play football, but we were too tired. What else can we say? Yes, we were going to watch a film tonight, but that was a plan in the past. But what happened? Yes, we were too tired. The last one for today, but he lost his credit card. What do you think? Yes, I can say, for example, he was going to buy a t-shirt, but he lost his credit card. That's why he did not buy it. Okay? I think it's a very simple class. That will be the last thing for today. See you very soon. And I hope you are doing again well. Thank you very much.